Hi, I'm Erik Voss, and the recent Avengers Endgame trailer packed an impossible amount of cryptic detail into 30 seconds. It was really the Chipotle burrito of movie trailers, except digesting this one makes you sick up here. These 30 seconds were so packed that after spending 20 minutes or so breaking it all down, there were actually 2 more big details that I didn't cover. For the many of you tweeting me about these, I've heard you loud and clear. So loud. So clear. Really, these could be the most critical clues yet as we theorize how Avengers Endgame will change the game. Spoiler warning in case any night predictions didn't mean around in your life. Okay, the first detail involves this shot at the end of the recent trailer, showing some of the Avengers marching across Avengers HQ: Cap, Thor, Black Widow, Rocket, Ant-Man, Rhodey, and Banner. I already pointed out how this shot is peculiar, because the first trailer we saw for Avengers Endgame in December showed us the exact same shot, except with the room empty of people. Maybe the director shot multiple versions of the scene to have extra footage, and they're still editing all the effects, as we've seen before with trailers and promo footage. Or maybe these 2 versions were before and after versions of the same shot, showing the Avengers blipping out of this reality or going back in time. You can watch my full breakdown for more of a discussion on that. But here, I want to point out one more major discrepancy. Look at the building outside in the background. In the new shot with all the Avengers in it, you can see the Avengers A logo on the side of the building. But back in the December footage, that logo is missing. Oh my God. Okay, I got 3 theories for what this could mean. One, we could just chalk this up to the most logical explanation that the first shot was unfinished footage that the filmmakers used for marketing, like how we often see alternate footage in trailers that never make it into the final version of the movie. Look guys, in big budget films, all kinds of details and shots are added and changed in post-production through visual effects. Not just big explosions or crazy CGI characters. They'll digitally swap out random TV screens, license plates, trees on the horizon the director gets annoyed with, overly reflective sunglasses. Directors like David Fincher will agonize over tiny details of the backgrounds of his shots, digitally painting over them in ways that we would never notice or care about. So yeah, I could totally see the Avengers crew not bothering to build a big A logo and installing it on the side of a building, and instead just using VFX to paint it over in post. And what we saw in December was maybe just before the VFX artists had a chance to do that. But what if we're people who don't think logically? Well, let's assume that there was some truth to my earlier theory that the old and new shots with and without Avengers were actually before and after shots of the same moment in which the Avengers faded away from this timeline, leaving an empty room. If that's true, this missing logo could be evidence of time travel. Like remember, before this facility in upstate New York became Avengers HQ, it was actually an old Stark warehouse, according to Hank Pym and Ant-Man. Such a warehouse would not have any Avengers A on the side. That logo didn't even exist until after the Battle of New York, when Loki's attack damaged Stark Tower in such a way that only the A was left on the side of the building, reflecting its new home as Avengers Tower. So maybe this empty room is showing the facility back in the past, long before the Avengers came together. The Avengers could be traveling back in time to that moment. Perhaps that's why that video feed that Cap and Natasha saw of Scott Lang in the first trailer said archive up there in the corner. Like maybe Scott could have slipped into one of those time vortexes in the quantum realm, traveled to Avengers HQ back when it was still a Stark warehouse, no logo, as Hank Pym once told him it would be. My third theory for this is similar, but instead of back in time, the Avengers could be hopping horizontally into a parallel timeline within the multiverse. Like instead of an earlier period before the Avengers existed, this could be a timeline in which the Avengers never existed. Like maybe they never came together during Loki's attack, and Nick Fury's whole Avengers initiative failed. And this time when he trusted someone, he lost way more than an eye. Look, whether or not this missing A logo is a bombshell clue or just a yet to be added visual effect, it's worth mentioning how much past Marvel films have focused on this logo. There was that iconic shot from the first Avengers movie, and Spider-Man Homecoming ended with Peter Parker heroically framed with it. And the state of this A symbol in Avengers Endgame could be used as a visual barometer for the hero's progress during their timeline meddling. The way in Back to the Future, Marty McFly used a photo of him with his siblings to see if he still existed in the future. Okay, there's one more amazing detail that you might have missed in the Endgame trailer, but before we get to that, this video was sponsored by ExpressVPN. A VPN allows you to browse the internet with privacy without things like ad companies or hackers, spyware, any of these things tracking your data and secretly filtering your internet experience. ExpressVPN masks your IP address to make sure that you aren't being monitored so that you can have that peace of mind. You can live life knowing no one's staring or peeping at you or tracking you. ExpressVPN is the fastest VPN on the market, the #1 #1 VPN service rated by TechRadar. And if you end up in a different country at any point, you might not be able to access everything on Netflix or YouTube, other streaming services, but thanks to ExpressVPN, you can avoid these weird restrictions and you can just watch everything that you would want to watch normally, the way the internet should be, wherever you are. ExpressVPN allows you to securely stream or download content from anywhere, anytime, and it's less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking on the link in the description box. expressvpn.com/newrockstars. That's expressvpn.com/newrockstars for 3 months free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/newrockstars to learn more. Take back your privacy today. Okay, the second major detail from this Endgame trailer. Overall, it features one simple line of dialogue. Some people move on, but not us, not us. And the editing makes it seem like this is all coming from Captain America, Steve Rogers. But listening closely, there are definitely differences in different parts of this audio. Like it sounds like it could be multiple voices. The first words, some people, sounds like Tony Stark.
Some people.
Whereas the words, but not us, sounds more like Cap.
But not us.
In my trailer breakdown, I compared this Cap audio to the echoed not us at the end of the trailer, suggesting that maybe we might see multiple versions of Cap in Endgame, a past and a present Cap, or maybe a reality A Cap, a reality B Cap. Just go watch that video. But let's listen to this again, specifically the middle part of the audio. Move on sounds like a third character.
Some people. Move on. Move on.
Yeah, doesn't that sound a bit like Thanos? Josh Brolin?
The hardest choices require the strongest will.
Move on.
Today I lost more than you can know.
Move on.
Hey, get off me, Chuck. Get up.
Move on.
Wow, who would have thought the Avengers got their dogpile on Brolin strategy from the Goonies? I don't know, maybe I've just listened to this too many times. Really now it kind of sounds like Thanos is saying Yanny. But I could imagine some scene in Endgame in which Thanos tells the heroes, "You have to move on. The snap is done. Kill me all you want. I don't care. But sooner or later you have to move on." In Avengers Endgame, I predict these 3 characters, Stark, Cap, Thanos, will be the 3 at the heart of the showdown. Maybe this trailer stitching together pieces of their dialogue could reflect these 3 characters coming together on one team. Remember, Cap and Stark still haven't made up since Civil War, and both of them really hate Thanos. Maybe Endgame will feature a coming to terms among these 3 rivals. Thanos could realize his snap really didn't make anything better, and the 3 of them could work together to undo this costly mistake. I don't know, I want to know from you, which of these 3 characters do you think will surprise us the most in Avengers Endgame? Comment down below with your thoughts. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @EAVoss, and subscribe to this channel and subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you for watching, and hey, Chipotle, no hard feelings. I love your food. I'd eat it every day if I could. Just give me free food, Chipotle, come on. I'll go NASCAR, and I'll cover this whole freaking body with Chipotle logos if I have to. Come on, let's do this.